Howdy y'all, today's video is about my crush on Sam Sulek and how he teaches you can get ripped on donuts and fat on kale. I'm Purdy Jenkins. These are my mother trucking peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Let's get into it. What's your favorite meal, Purdy? Oh, Jimmy, it's got to be breakfast. Sausage, eggs, all that southern fried goodness. Reminds me of those videos we watch. The ones where they talk about food and macros. Oh yeah, the full day of eating. I always wonder about the protein, the carbs, the fats. But when will we ever get to those arm exercises? In a few hours, 3s, maybe 4s. But first, I need carbs, electrolytes, probably some ramen. You know, college habits die hard. 2 packs should do. But there's no protein, so some eggs, scrambled, should make up for it. The water should be boiling first then, right? For the ramen? You betcha. And then the eggs. Eggs is easy, you know. You just put them on their back. No weighing, just cooking. Each egg, 6 grams of protein, 5 grams of fat. Simple math. And the ramen? Always chicken flavored? Sometimes beef or shrimp, but chicken's classic. Boil, strain, and add cool water to cool it off, and then eat. Can't let it get too soft, Jimmy. When it gets soft, it's hard putting it in. So many calculations, so much to consider for one meal. Before a proper muscle building routine, it's necessary. 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And then there's the salt in the ramen. Electrolytes, but also dehydration risks. Do you have milk with it maybe? Maybe, not always, but it's close to a staple. A sprinkle of salt, a dash of pepper, and then we can devour the breakfast. All this talk of food and muscles, yet here we are, waiting. Always waiting, Jimmy. But at least we have breakfast to think about. True, the meal of champions, or at least of those who wait and think about things. In the grand cafeteria of life, waiting and thinking are just the appetizers, Jimmy. Purdy, why are you clutching that poster like it's the last piece of chocolate on earth? It's Sam Sulek, the TikTok heartthrob. Those muscles, that charm, that hair. Oh, the bodybuilder? The one who turned ego lifting into a trend? The very same. Over 12 million likes on TikTok. Those arms, those legs, those abs. Panties with high style now. My heart can't take it. Wasn't he a gymnast before all this? Quite the athletic background. And now he's in my athletic foreground. But did you know, before all these rippling muscles, he was also jumping off hard boards into pools of wetness? So dreamy. He's definitely made quite the transformation. Sounds like you've even checked his relationship status for, you know, research purposes. Oh, Jimmy, he's single and he loves goth girls. I've already ordered my black lipstick, but he's so mysterious about his personal life, like a muscly James Bond. His lifting methods are quite unique, aren't they? 4 exercises per muscle group and such. Oh, and the way he talks about it. Chest days and bicep pumps and not skipping leg day makes my heart beat faster than a vampire at a garlic fest. And his peculiar eating habits. Diet Sprite and chocolate milk. Ever thought of trying it? If Sam drinks it, I'll bathe in it. Who needs water when you have Sam Sulek's secret elixirs? So Purdy, seriously, are you thinking of joining the gym to, I don't know, accidentally bump into him? Oh, Jimmy, don't be silly. I've already joined 3 or 9, just in case. You know, Purdy, seeing you go all starry-eyed over Sam Sulek, I wonder, is that how Travis feels for Taylor? You're way off base, Jimmy. Travis might be smitten, but Taylor? She's got her eyes set on Wilson. But let's not go there when we have Sam to speak of. Oh, right, mister, my muscles would literally shrink without carbs. Please put an IV full of bread and rice right into my veins. It's fascinating how he perceives food and muscles. The way he differentiates between a protein shake and steak. He seems to have it all figured out. It's not just about the food, Jimmy. It's about understanding your body. Like when he said, why would I eat this lettuce and broccoli mixer instead of just eating 9 or 14 Krispy Kreme and peanut butter brownie donuts, ribeye steak shake with half a bottle of BBQ sauce? You see, for Sam, it's not just about feeling full or satiated. It's about eating like a man who wants to grow his lats. Not just chugging down lettuces and kale shakes and calling it a day. He's actually conscious of what he puts into his systems. And that whole bit about putting a foot-long bag of sausages down his throat and washing it down with 6 gallons of white cream. I mean, who thinks like that? Oh, but that's just it. He's unapologetically himself. And the fact that he can grab a foot-long bigger thing, wide and girthy, meaty sandwich post-workout while he's on his knees and call it his bodybuilding deficit meal. Genius. He doesn't even get bogged down by the usual fitness jargon. He's real, He's raw and he's relatable. He does have a way with words. Remember when he defended his love for diet soda? Diet soda gets such a bad rap. I mean, who admits to having a bunker of Sprite Zero in their bedroom? It's not what I'd have in my bunker in my bedroom. And that's what I admire about him, Jimmy. He's not just a muscly face, thick manly man, girthy, and big old hard hunk of love. He's got depth. I mean depth as it goes inside real fars. He understands the science behind it all, like better than them scientists guys. Like when he said, just stop eating and you'll lose weight. It's all so simple for him. You know, all this talk about Sam and his methods makes me wonder about Jason. He's been looking particularly strong lately. You think he's been following Sam's routines? Jason? I never thought about it. Remember that day he just kept digging his machete into that guy's rib area? He was working them lats for shores. Seemed right out of Sam's playbook. And then there was that time he was spotted being all shy and awkward when someone tried to talk to him just after he got done with his stabbing routine. Classic Sam move. It's quite something, isn't it? How influencers like Sam can have such an impact. They share their journeys, their routines, and before you know it, people are emulating them, hoping for the same results. It's the age we live in, Jimmy. People is always looking for inspirations, for someone to guide them. And when they find someone as genuine and knowledgeable as Sam, they're bound to follow. I mean, just look at me. I've started drinking 2 liters of diet sodas per day, just like him. And eating double jelly Krispy Kremes topped with ramen noodles and BBQ sauce. Oh, Purdy, always the fangirl. But remember, while it's okay to take inspiration, it's also essential to listen to your own body. What works for Sam might not work for everyone. True, but there's no harm in trying, right? Especially when you have someone as captivating as Sam leading the way. And who knows, maybe someday I'll have my own bunker of Sprite Zero or a footlong going inside me. Oh, Purdy, always the hopeless romantic. But I have to admit, there's something infectious about Sam's energy. It makes you want to take charge of your life, your body, and see where the journey takes you. Exactly, Jimmy. So shall we hit the gym tomorrow? Maybe grab a footlong and put it inside ourselves after? Why not? But first, let's finish this diet Sprite and Skittles sandwich on rye bread. Sounds about perfect, Jimmy. You know, Purdy, there's been some chatter about Sam. People are saying he might be on some kind of juice. Oh, poppycock. Those are just baseless rumors spread by jealous folks. To me, it's all about belief, relentless hard work, and, of course, a meticulously planned diet. Oh yes, the world-renowned diet of milk, cinnamon toast crunch, donuts, and gallons of chocolate milk. How could one not get jacked on such a regimen? Exactly. He consumes over 5,000 calories a day, sometimes 9,000. And everyone knows the more you eat, the more you lose. It's basic math, Jimmy. Get your head out from under your rumpus. Common sense, really. By that logic, in places where food is scarce, people must be ballooning up, starving themselves to obesity. Maybe if they opened up some fast food joints, everyone would be chiseled and toned, looking like Ken dolls. Oh, don't even get me started, Jimmy. That's what I've been saying all along. Wendy's, Burger King, and McDonald's, and Chinese buffets could be the world's saviors. Think of Ken. Imagine a world where everyone looks like him. And Sam, of course. Flawless physiques everywhere. Ken? From Barbie? Wow, a world where the less food you have, the more weight you gain, and where fast food is the ticket to a perfect 10 physique. Speaking of physiques and dials, when do you think Barbie was going to release a Sam Sulek doll? I mean, he's practically an icon now. It's only a matter of time. I bet she even dumps Ken for him. A Sam Sulek doll with chiseled abs and flexing biceps, holding a donut in one hand and a Jack-in-the-Box protein shake in the other? Now that's a toy I'd buy. Me too. I'd even camp outside the toy store to get my hands on one. Barbie and Sam, the ultimate power couple. With her body, I bet she eats like 20,000 calories a minute. We can only dream, but who knows? Maybe we'll see Sam in plastic form, sharing his dietary wisdom with the world of dolls. Until then, I'll stick to my cinnamon toast crunch, cream cheese dextrose sundae, 5 Guys cheeseburgers, and 3 tall glasses of chocolate milk with a little umbrella straw in it so it feels like I'm getting ripped at the beach. He really eats 5 Guys? He sure does. Slurps them right down at the dinner table in front of his fans. Opens wide and they just go inside. Here's to getting ripped the Sam Sulek way. Purdy, have you ever really taken a moment to look at Sam's hair? It's a bit, well, wild, to put it mildly. Oh, you mean his signature? I just got out of bed and was attacked by a breeze look? It's all part of the charm, Jimmy. Charm? It looks like he's been through a wind tunnel. And don't get me started on his outfits. Last time I saw someone dressed like that, they were rummaging through a wood chipper. Oh, Jimmy, you just don't get it, do you? That homeless bag lady look is all the rage these days. It's all part of the aesthetic. It screams, I'm so focused on getting ripped that I couldn't care what I wear or how my hair looks. So you're telling me, if I throw on some tattered clothes, mess up my hair, and walk around with a protein shake, I'd be mistaken for a bodybuilder? Well, not quite, but it's a start. You see, it's all about prioritizing. When you're dedicated to sculpting your body, trivial things like hair and fashion take a back seat. So you're saying Sam's disheveled appearance is a conscious decision? A badge of honor, so to speak? Exactly. It's his way of saying, I'm too busy getting swollen to worry about trivial things like matching socks. It's genius, really. You've got to be kidding me. Next thing you'll tell me is that his mismatched shoes are a deliberate attempt to improve balance during workouts. Now that you mention it, that might not be a bad idea. Oh, come on. I can't keep a straight face imagining Sam doing lunges with one high heel and one sneaker. Well, who knows? Maybe that's the next big trend in the fitness world. Sam Sulek, the trendsetter of tousled hair and eccentric ensembles. And here I was thinking I'd seen it all. But I guess when it comes to fitness and fashion, there's always room for surprises. That's the spirit, Jimmy. Now how about we raid your closet and put together a Sam-inspired look for you? I've got a feeling that mismatched socks are going to be your thing. Oh boy, what have I gotten myself into? Sometimes when you go in deep, it's very hard to get out. You know, Purdy, every time I see Sam's videos, there's something that puzzles me. Oh, and what's that? His acne. I mean, the guy's ripped like a Greek god. But his skin? It's like he's going through puberty all over again. Oh, that's just the age-old conundrum. Muscles of a man, skin of a teenager's. Life's funny that way. But seriously, how old is he? Is he a teenager with the body of a bodybuilder? Or is he a grown man with the skin of a teen? It's hard to say, Jimmy. Maybe he's just a late bloomer. Or perhaps all those protein shakes and Krispy Kreme donuts are wreaking havoc on his complexion. Can you imagine? Get ripped like Sam Sulek, but be prepared for a face full of zits. It's all part of the package, I suppose. No pain, no gain, and sometimes no clear skin. But it's not just his face, Purdy. He's got acne everywhere. I saw a video where he was doing deadlifts, and I swear, his back looked like a connect the dots puzzle. Oh, come on, Jimmy. Maybe he's just trying to start a new trend. You know, pimples, they the new tattoos. That's one trend I hope never catches on. Although, if it means I can eat donuts and still look like Sam, I might just consider it. That's the spirit. Who needs clear skin when you got biceps the size of melons? True, but still, I can't help but wonder, is Sam really that young? Or is it just a case of bad genes? Who knows, Jimmy? Maybe it's a bit of both. But one thing's for sure, acne or no acne, Sam Sulek is a force to be reckoned with. You've got that right, Purdy. Pimples and all. You know, Jimmy, I heard Sam's going to Ethiopia for a sightseeing tour. Oh? That sounds like an adventure. Imagine all the rich history and culture he'll experience. That's not what I'm worried about. It's those commercials. You know the ones. From when we were kids with the starving children, the sad music, and the plea for just a few cents a day. Oh, those. They were heart-wrenching, weren't they? Exactly. And now I can't help but picture Sam in one of them ads. What if he can't find his beloved Krispy Kreme donuts and whole milk? What if he starts to lose his muscles? Oh, come on, Purdy. Sam's going to be a tourist, not to live there permanently. And besides, Ethiopia has its own rich cuisine. He might even discover some new muscle building foods. That's not the point, Jimmy. What if he ends up on one of them commercials with melancholy music playing in the background and a voiceover that says, for just $1 a day, you can help Sam get his ripped body back. Oh, Purdy, your imagination is something else. But think about it. Sam's a smart guy. He knows how to take care of himself. And besides, he's going for sightseeing, not to join a fitness camp. I know. It's just that them commercials left such a mark on me. I can't bear the thought of Sam, our Sam, being in one of them. Trust me, the only commercial Sam will be in is his own, where he's flexing his muscles and showing off his latest workout routine. Maybe with a backdrop of the Ethiopian highlands. You think so? I know so. Now how about we go grab some coffee and brainstorm when we're gonna get those arm exercises done? All right, but just so you know, I'm only lifting my coffee cup today. That's my idea of a perfect arm workout. Purdy, have you ever wondered, about Wilson? The volleyball from that movie with the man stranded on the island? Exactly. What if Wilson wasn't just a volleyball? What if he's actually Russell Wilson in disguise? Oh, come on, Jimmy. That's far-fetched, even for you. Although, That would explain a lot, right? I mean, think about it. Russell Wilson, the football player, is so athletic and ripped. Maybe he transformed into a volleyball to help that stranded man stay fit. Or maybe, just maybe, it's the other way around. Maybe Wilson the volleyball transformed into Russell Wilson the quarterback. And instead of being ripped, he's just short and chubby. Now that's a twist. Can you imagine? All this time, we've been admiring Russell Wilson for his athletic prowess, but in reality, he's just a chubby volleyball living a double life. It's a fun thought, isn't it? One moment he's making game-winning throws, and the next he's being tossed around on a deserted beach. And all the while, hiding his true, round, inflatable nature. It's genius, really. It is. But you know, whether he's ripped or round, Russell Wilson or Wilson the volleyball, they both have one thing in common. What's that? They never give up. They keep bouncing back, no matter what life throws at them. You know, Purdy, amidst all this talk of Wilsons, I've been pondering, what do you think Taylor prefers? Taylor? Our Taylor? Do you think she's more into muscles or a more rounded physique? I see your eye in both the gym enthusiasts and those who frequent the donut shop. It's hard to say. But if we had to choose between Wilson the volleyball and Wilson the NFL star, who do you think she'd go for? Oh man, the age-old question of substance versus style. Would she want someone who's been through the rough tides and weathered storms, like our dear volleyball friend, or someone who's in the limelight, fit, and famous? I sometimes wonder if it's all about the outer shell. Maybe she's after someone with depth, someone with stories to tell. In which case, Wilson the volleyball, he might have a shot. Can you imagine Taylor and a volleyball sitting by the beach, sharing tales of sunsets and high tides? It's a charming picture, no doubt. But then again, the allure of the NFL, the fame, the athleticism, that's hard to resist too. True. Plus there's the thrill of the game, the energy of the crowd, and them quarterback skills. It's a tough choice. So where do we land? Muscles or memory? Why not both? Maybe Taylor's heart is big enough to have a place for both Wilsons. After all, love isn't always about choosing. Wise words, Purdy. Just a bit of heartfelt philosophy from your friendly neighborhood sage. You know, Purdy, the very thought of being trapped in small spaces gives me the creeps. I heard about this guy who got stuck in a vault for over 10 hours. Just imagine being trapped while checking on your safety deposit box. 10 hours in a vault? Might not be all that bad depending on the circumstances. Was he alone? I think so. Why? Well, solitude can be a gift sometimes. He might have had some profound self-reflections. Or, you know, talk to himself a bit. I do that sometimes. All alone in that cold, dark space. No, thank you. But think about it, Jimmy. He could have done sets of push-ups, gotten in a good workout, and emerged from that vault with a pump. Like Sam. Now there's a thought, a vault workout regimen. Maybe it'll become the next fitness craze. And just imagine if he wasn't alone. What if someone like Sam was trapped with him? Or, what if it was Taylor and Travis? Taylor and Travis in a vault? Now that would be a story for the ages. But you know what would be even more wilder? What if, while he was checking out his safety deposit box, out popped Wilson? Can you imagine? Stuck in a vault with a talkative volleyball? Oh, the conversations they'd have. Wilson recounting his ventures on the island. The man sharing tales from the outside world. And all the while, they'd be doing push-ups and getting ripped. It's a mad world, Purdy, but as long as we have stories like these to share, I think we'll be just fine. You're right, Jimmy. Maybe in opening our own vaults, we'll find our own volleyballs. Thanks for watching my show, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Now it's time to enjoy the juicy peanut butter and orange sherbet ice cream sandwiches that you're going to need to watch Friday the 13th or Taylor Swift reruns on the couch. Anyway, stay tuned for our next adventure. Purdy has left the building. I'm still here, Jimmy.